Hey, good morning. Frankie's outside with Hudson playing and Molly. It's still pretty wet out from the rains and gray weather we've had. Beautiful day, but it's only in the 50s. So the ground isn't dried up yet. So they're tracking mud all over the house I just cleaned. I at least like to have a few days in a row where there's not, the usual mess, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm all right. We're just going to stay calm. And I'm going to keep the baby gate up so they stay outside until I am ready to let them in. That's right. Okay, you know why I'm on here today? I'm going to tell you what. I have a true confession. I'm embarrassed, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Please don't hate me. I have been watching Married at First Sight. I've been watching it for the last 3 years. Before that, I always made fun of shows like that because I know the premise is very flawed. You can't commit to matching people when you're committed to making ratings because the show would be pretty boring. It would be pretty boring if they were truly matching. Because most people who really make it are supportive, loving, encouraging, and safe people to be with. Married at First Sight is based on chaos. So anyway, how did I get sucked into watching it? I don't usually watch TV, so when I do watch it, I watch things like The Golden Girls, Frasier, Big Bang Theory. I don't know. Otherwise, I used to like to read. Well, I was going through sort of a depressed stage, and I'm staying up late every night. And it advertised a lot, and I thought, fine, I'll watch it just to pick it apart. Such a jerk on one hand, and so curious on the other. Well-intentioned jerk. Spiteful jerk. I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of how I feel because I didn't like the show premise in the first place, like I said. So anyway, I start watching the show. Well, they've got good editors because it's easy to fall in love with the people in the show and start rooting for them. Because I am kind of a hopeless romantic. I am truly flawed. A human being. What in the world did I... Oh, I accidentally bought one of these. It must have been in my Amazon renewal. Oh, man. These are way too shiny for me. Anyway, so the first year I watched it, I thought, oh, I can see why people watch this. And then the next year I watched it, I thought, you know, they really need to think about a couple other things when they're matching these people up. And when they're doing the counseling, there must be a lot they're not showing because you'd have to be able to ask certain questions to try to get to the bottom of whatever's going on. This is just not. Amethyst. It smells the same. This is a Rimmel color. Anyway, this year though, from the first the second week or so, I was Palladio, that's it. Sorry. I'll try it. I quit buying it because I thought there was too much sparkle in it. But I must have started buying it again because I thought it would make a good blush lipstick match for when I'm in a hurry, to give me a little bit of shine. And well, I'm glad I gave it another chance. I think that color's okay. This is not the best blush brush. I need something a little shorter. I'm gonna use this one. Oh, that feels much better. Okay. Yeah, see, that's much, much better. Okay, this is gonna have to go in the wash because I probably won't use this one again for a while. I just like the short stubby, the shorter stubbier, more control. And I don't like them when they're too, this is too long too. I just don't appreciate it. I'm getting rid of it finally. I hate to throw things away. I believe in recycle, reuse, repurpose. I do that a lot with things. See, lots of little jars and cups and things. Okay, back to the show. I'm going to tell you what. This season's episodes were so ridiculously matched and ridiculously edited to make it look like these couples even had a chance out of the get-go. And I'll tell you what, if I were them, I know they sign a lot of non-disclosures. Well, I don't know. I assume. But I'll tell you what, there would be no way in hell I would go on that show and not have an attorney look at that non-disclosure so that if I got in a spot, I could sue them, at least for the cost of therapy. When you sign someone up and your own producers are flirting with contestants, I say you have liability. And then have the editors cover it up. Oh, no way in hell. How's it going out there?
Cold.
You seem to be on a mission today.
Just burning off my energy.
Where are you getting all that energy?
I don't know.
All right, burn it up. Good days and bad days. You never know. When it's a good day, I just back away and encourage, right? Encourage, encourage, encourage. Oh, goodness sakes. So, I can tell you, one of these days, I'm going to look up how to have a watch party. Like have you and I watch the show together. Or even if I just recorded me watching the show and give him my comments. But I'd rather watch it with you. I just wish we could talk to each other. All right, well, tell you what, I am, a matter of fact, I've never been much of a rubbernecker. You know, when you're driving down the street and you just can't help but look at an accident. I've never been one of those people because I guess I grew up around enough accidents that they don't fascinate me. And I am a rule follower, and I like traffic to flow nicely. I know, I'm such a nerd. I don't know if that's a nerd or not. Maybe it's just OCD. I don't know. Anyway, so to be honest with you, I do feel a little like a goosenecker. So that just doesn't sound right. Anyway, I feel like I can't turn away, that I have to just watch. And they're going to probably have a tell-all, and I have to be there just to see more of the train wreck. Ugh. I'm telling you, it's awful. And some of the things the girls are saying, the way they're wolf packing against the guys. Oh, and I'm talking about the most recent season. I mean, I was suspecting it last season. The first season I thought was out of control. Like, oh my goodness, what in the heck is going on here? They're matching up people who are maybe low on empathy with people who are codependent. I'm like, that's not nice. Why feed that? You know, let's try to get, but that's what seems to be going on. Anyway, I just think the way they're cutting out so much of what's being said. I can tell by the way they're editing it. They're cutting, putting different things together, and we're missing some stuff. Because there's no way people hug after this and walk away after that. And why in the world would, what's her name, the mental health therapist, keep making it sound like, you know, they're saying, oh, you're shutting us down. But what she's saying makes absolutely no sense. And I know that, oh, trust me, I know we mental health workers have issues, or we probably wouldn't be in the business. Never fall for that. But I just don't believe her that he's shutting her down. It's like all these girls were like, oh, you men shut us down. And I'm like, where the heck is that coming from? I think Brennan, that one, was doing it. And maybe the other guy, but he wasn't physically attracted to her in the first place enough to just jump in the bed the first week or two. But when she started making sex such a big deal, you would never match. You would never match an oversexed female, and she said that from the beginning, that she was very sex orientated, with someone with a mild-mannered, shy personality. Not oversexed, normal sexed, maybe gingerly flirtatious and a little sensual, but not oversexed. Someone who talks about sex all the time and starts demanding it or else. Because no penis stays erect when it's being insulted. Why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you? That's just not going to work. So he was either completely mismatched, which was rude, or he had a different love interest right from the get-go. And when someone falls instantly in love with someone else, or instantly in attraction that's powerful, that's lusty, they're not gonna, unless they're using you, which would be rude, they're not gonna get all horny and have sex. It's just not what they're gonna do. I miss having Frankie here, even when he just lays there like he's dead. Poor thing. You know, I don't even like saying the word dead anymore. Ugh, to me, people are dying around me. The older you get, the more your friends die, move. So anyway, I'm so wound up and mad about that show. Yeah, I've been binge watching TV the last few nights. I've been feeling better, and so I'm staying up later, which of course is going to be against my health regimen. So tonight's my last night was my last bad girl night. I'll behave now for a while. Anyway, if you're watching those shows, they're fun, aren't they? Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'm kind of mad at them right now. That's it. I am mad at them. They have no business messing with people's lives like that. I mean, holy cow. Can't wait for the tell-all. I can tell you that much. It's still so cold, but it's so sunny. I have to go outside and rake a little bit. I'm going to have to put on another sweatshirt. I have one right here. But I have laundry to do. Okay, I'm going to do laundry for another hour, and then it should be warming up even more outside. So that's what I'll do. All right, so tell me your favorite binge show. I love, I finished Drop Dead Diva. Oh my God, that show is so cute and sweet in the beginning. The last season, especially, or 2 seasons, I guess. There were 7 seasons. I'm sorry. What? Oh. No. Their writers must have been getting bored. Their actors must have stopped liking each other so much. I don't know what the heck was going on. I really appreciate Hallmark putting on series that I like. Man, the first 4 seasons were, I was like, man, I could be addicted to this show. Please never end. There's some shows like that. Like Young Sheldon, that one's going to be, this is the last season, and Good Doctor is the last season, and I'm heartbroken. I love those 2 shows. They're so sweet. I cry through The Good Doctor, or choke up often on that show. And that's kind of hard to do for me. I mean, I don't just choke up over anything. And I also like to watch The Rookie. But I don't always watch it and listen to the whole thing, because sometimes they have some scenes that are just not my style. So I'll go in another room or play solitaire while those scenes are going on. But I love the characters in there. Is it real to life? Oh, God, no. The fantasy. Bad guy always does usually get caught, though. That part I like. But, yeah, I was disappointed in Drop Dead Diva. The codependency mess that started coming so apparent was just... I kept making these faces like, what? Another one that's pretty cute is When Calls the Heart for Hallmark Channel. Hey, if y'all aren't familiar with Hallmark Channel, I have 3 Hallmark channels. And they almost always play the same movies over and over and over and over again. And they have the same 4 templates that they go by. I've just, when I first discovered Hallmark Channel about 5 years ago, I binged every single night, it seemed like. Because I was going through some stuff and I had to be alert to be a caretaker. And so to help keep me awake, I would watch Golden Girls, Frasier, and Hallmark Channel. So, you know, I didn't want to take the chance to fall asleep and not hear a call for help. So anyway, it took me a couple years to get through all those movies, but I'll tell you, I think I did. So then I got the app to let me know when a new movie would come up, because I got tired of watching that channel and seeing the same stuff. And I was analyzing each movie, which I can't help. And I'm just thinking, there is no way in hell on God's green earth that relationship would work out with that kind of attitude problem. And nobody changes from having all this trauma and feisty fighting and fear and then turn into a decent partner for the rest of your life. Like, oh my God. But of course, a lot of people relate to it because there's a lot of dysfunction out there. I mean, I have had, in my worst trauma times, and my worst behaviors, not worse, yeah, I still had people attracted to me, proposals even. Oh my God. So I get it, but I don't like it. I don't like to see it. To me now, it's preposterous. Stressful. So when the Drop Dead Diva came out, I was so intrigued and I couldn't believe how sweet and what a nice mini vacation it was. For several seasons, 3, 4, things start getting weird in 5. I was like, come on, people. That's enough of that. Repeat behavior, repeat behavior, repeat behavior. Then they'd have actors just up and go. It's like, what the hell? Where did they go? So, and one position must not have been paid well because they went through 3 actors and 3 actors and 7 seasons. That's a lot. When Calls a Heart, that's the other one that's coming back on after what, a 1, 2, 3 year break. So those actors, there's a lot of actors in that one too that are pretty popular doing lots of different shows. So I think it's awesome that they were able to put together a season. I think it took them 3 years to put together one season. So that's probably what we're going to be seeing. I hope it's not too disjointed because I think it's a sweet show as well. We'll see. I hope it doesn't start getting ridiculous like Drop Dead Diva, because there's a love interest. You know, the main heroine and her love interest, it's getting to be a little codependent. I'm imagining they only have 1 or 2 more seasons left, but I don't know what, most series only runs 7 seasons. I think it was true for lots of shows. I think Golden Girls was only 7 seasons. Maybe 7. Anywhere between 5 to 7. Oh God, I love that show. It was so stupid too, but I loved it. I still love it. I still love that show. Anyway, I have stuff to do. I just wanted to touch base, say hi. I really want to do a live one of these days when I'm watching a show. I just want to make sure it's legal. I don't want to do anything wrong. I know I posted the video that my friend Chrissy did for me. Oh, I held on to it for a year. She did for my birthday last year because I was afraid to post it. Because of the song in the background. But it just touches my heart. I mean, how sweet is that? You know how much time that had to have taken? I don't know. I don't know how to do anything like that. But I just find it very, 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 very sweet. She's one of the most generous people I know, with time and gifts and effort. Woman of many talents. Very lucky, very lucky. So if they don't take down that video with that particular song in there, I mean, I spoke at a funeral once, and everybody wanted a copy of the funeral because they appreciated what I had to say during that, and they wanted to remember that event. I mean, it really was an event for this lovely woman. And somebody said they weren't able to distribute it because of the different music they had played for the funeral didn't have permissions. So they were trying to work that out. I don't know. I should contact them and find out if they ever worked that out. Good, thank you. Thank you for that. All right, y'all. I love you, and I think I would like to do that. I would love company watching a show. And here's the problem. When a lot of people do not like watching shows with me. And I don't like watching shows with people who don't like watching shows with me, because they'll be shh, shh, and they'll shut it off and go, what did you say? And then I'll quit talking finally, and then they'll turn it back on. So it's like they can't, I mean, I don't mind stopping a show or rewinding a show if somebody has a comment. I think it's so fun. It's like sharing the show in my head with someone else, only out loud. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know what I mean. I like conversation about something that's stimulating, because otherwise, I don't know, what else are you going to talk about when you see somebody often and you don't have any fresh stories? It's exciting for me to talk about things like giggling or laughing. Some people don't even like that. They want shh, shh, shh. I don't know. I find that. I'm going to go throw this stuff away. All right. I'm going to let you go. I better get to work. All right. Love you. Bye for now.